morning! When my daughter Katie, who's now 31, when she turned 16 years old, Katie was asked, what do you want for your birthday? And what Katie really wanted 15 years ago was an iPod. The iPhone was still a couple years away from being announced, and Katie didn't work at Apple like she does now. But she really wanted an iPod. Now, an iPod was not cheap. This wasn't something to say, okay, just take one off the shelf. This was a reach, because we don't typically spend hundreds of dollars on a birthday present. What Kate did to get what she wanted was a perfect example of how to present a price. This past week, Allison and I took the twins out to Amherst, Massachusetts to go see my alma mater, the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. And we went through the college tour thing. This woman starts off, before we went out and walked the campus, which absolutely blew me away, how much it's changed. I haven't been there in, I don't know, 6 or 7 years since my daughter Emma went there. But everything has changed. Everything's modernized. It is a stunning school. It was everybody's backup school. But the presenter is saying things like 43,000 apply, only 5,300 get in. People are like, oh my gosh. She said the average GPA to get in is 3.9. I'm thinking, I wouldn't have gotten in. It was a backup school. Back in 1978, when I graduated high school, it was like, oh, I want to go here, but I'll go there. Turns out it was a pretty damn good school. And she led us right to that edge, got us so excited about this school, and we're number one here, and we're number two there, and we got this going on, and we got this, and you will find it here in Amherst. You will find it at UMass. And then she gave us the cost. And what she did and what came next was the perfect example of what not to do when you are delivering a price. If you have done the job, if you have set this thing up, if you have asked the right questions, if you understand what the client is trying to do from a business standpoint, if you have solved the problem, you will earn the order. If you've really thought about this, back to Katie. Katie wants an iPod. 16 years old, when she turned 16, she could legally drive. So what she said was, Dad, I either want a car or I want an iPod. I said, a car? What are you, crazy? I'm not going to buy you a car. What do you think, we're rich like everybody else in Duxbury? I'm not rich. That's ridiculous, Kate. You're getting an iPod. It literally took me years to realize I'd been had. Katie still roars with laughter over this. And I still chuckle. What she had done was, she had said, comparatively speaking, there's this and then there's this. She had set it up. She knew what I was going to do, and she smiled her way all the way to the Apple store. What this woman, whose name I can't remember because she said it too fast, what this woman did at UMass was, instead of saying, look, this is attainable. If you can get into UMass, the cost of tuition, room, and board is just under $32,000. Compare that with an Ivy League school. Compare that with a private school. High school kids, they don't know what they want to do. The vast majority of them, let them figure it out at a public school at $32,000 rather than a private school at $65,000 and more. Instead, what she did was she got apologetic. She immediately said, after saying the cost is $31,684, she said, but no one pays that. You can get discounts. There's tuition, the reimbursement. There's scholarships. Don't worry about that. That's sticker price. No one pays sticker. And she belittled the school. She made something that was just so beautiful a little less beautiful, because now it's a discounted product. She could have sold it at list. I mean, hell, I was ready to apply at that point. She had us so excited. I could feel it in the room. But then she dropped the ball. She did a Leon Lett, a Dallas Cowboys player who famously picked up a fumble, ran to the goal line, and dropped it on the goal line. It's forever known as a Leon Lett. She dropped the ball going over the end zone. If you have done your job, if you have done the job a salesperson is supposed to do and studied the need, if you have come up with a design, if you have solved the problem, the only sticker shock the customer will hear is one of, that's it? That's all? That's the goal. Not one of, but I can immediately reduce my price. Stand by your price. Justify your price by having done the work ahead of time so that you are ready for those objections and you can get your $31,684. And this is from a UMass grad who was in the crowd when we were demonstrating the governor taking tuition from $2,000 to $3,000. I was in that crowd. I was ready to write that check for $31,684 last week. Solve the problem, earn the order. Lots of fun things coming up in the vault this week. Tomorrow, the 27th, there is a live event called Staying Organized, Time, Tasks, and Tracking. Kelly Malazzi is going to do something on called the Morale Squad. I've got open live office hours on Wednesday. There's other classes coming up on selling to hospitals, selling to banks. We really got it going on the Sales Vault. Become an insider and check it out. Have a great selling week. We'll talk to you next Monday.